Boydie Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And let's get this roast a-cooking. But before we get to this roast, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And I'm just a one woman and somewhere around here, one kitty Kitty is somewhere around here. Operation struggling to keep a roof over her head, praying to the anime and manga gods that we will not be homeless and living on the street. But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below, as well as the link to the thread we're going to be talking about in today's video. So, previous video, I talked about how Japan has wised up and realized, you know what, we're on you, Twitter mobs. We know what's up with you, and we ain't gonna pay attention to you no more. Nah. But now we're gonna get into a good roast. We're getting this roast a-cooking, and the topic here is, why do Japanese manga artists and character designers behave as if they've never seen a black man? Since it's become mainstream, there's no excuse not to draw it. So how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna read the initial tweet, not gonna name the Twitter account because they do not deserve any more attention than I'm giving them. Reason why I'm even covering this is because I love seeing the Japanese roast motherfuckers like this, and it deserves time. So, but I feel bad for this poster. Like they said when I translate the image of the gum bottle, the gum bottle is entangled in political correctness. So there's a couple of tweets here that I have to read, and then we'll get into the Japanese roasting them. So the first one is, hot take, black people exist in Japan, and there are well-known black Japanese singers, pageant winners, athletics, athletes, etc. in Japan. So why can't mangaka and anime characters designers act like anime character designers act like they've never seen a black person? Bitch, you ain't reading or watching the right series. If you look in your own comment section, your own Twitter comment section, like I did, and like this person didn't post it in your thread, there's tons of them. You just ain't watching the right anime or reading the right manga. Shit, even Bleach and Naruto, and I think even One Piece has black characters too. So you being a dumbass. At this point, anime is so mainstream, not being comfortable enough drawing them isn't an excuse. It won't kill them to include black characters in their stories. Not every Japanese person is white as snow. But this is funny right here. Implicitly, it says it's discrimination against the attribute that does not show the character that is representative of the attribute. The reason why this is modified or deteriorated when it is made into a live-action film, not limited to live action. I think they're talking about, like, for example, like when they're talking about like Death Note or something like that, like when an anime gets adapted to live action and they want like a character that would be like white to be black or whatever. And I think they're also maybe talking about ScarJo too, because the Japanese actually like ScarJo in Ghost in the Shell. Where's the other one I wanted to? Where is this shit? There was one other one. There's this other one. I have to mention this because it's fucking hilarious. As a Japanese, it's funny how Westerners arguing with each other how anime should be, and there are lots of discourses about it, but they would never make it to Japanese Twitter, except very few people like me who look into English Twitter. People are literally screaming until I'm blind. These are facts. I know how to make it Japanese Twitter, so that the hell. That's why I'm reading this. Well, if you don't translate it, it won't catch your eye. Let's see. Oh, I have to read this one too. No, person picked out really good tweets from this thread. But why would we? This was a black girl, I guess, is saying this. But why would we be reliant on Japanese people for culturally represented manga? It'd be better we made our own. No, not saying that they shouldn't. I'm just saying if you want accurate representation, why not get it from the source instead? Oh God! Of course, someone said there's no need for racist caricatures instead. See, even the poster posted like all these black characters in anime and manga. You're dumb. Let's see. Where is it? If there's any other ones. This one is great. And now we'll get into the Japanese comments here. I don't know. Maybe because Japan is largely a homogenous people. I don't know. Maybe because when crafting a story, not everyone prioritizes diversity checkbox and instead focuses on an interesting story to tell. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm a Jew, okay? There's barely any manga that has Jewish characters up in there. But I will say this though, there's a lot of Jewish lore up in manga. And I love it so much. I love seeing like Jewish based mythology. Whether or just like Hebrew and shit. It frustrates me because it means like, where's my Jew magic? I want my Jew magic, but I love seeing it because I feel like I'm represented. My people are represented that way. But like, I would rather be more connected and related and represented via a character based on like experiences and shit, not because of how they because of them being like a Jewish woman. Nah, big-breasted women is nice because I'm big-breasted. I'm hating this attack on the big-breasted and the well-blessed. It's really pissing me off, but anyways, now we get into the good shit here. Let's get to the Japanese. Let's get to the Japanese comments here. I decide what to draw. I have no ears to hear. Is it useless if I don't draw it? Then when you draw manga, when you draw manga, you talk about Japanese drawing. If you draw if you draw a black character, you won't complain anyway. There are also, they quoted this tweet. There are also famous black singers, outdoor drama winners, and athletes in Japan. How they are treated in Japan, Mr. XX, a famous foreigner, don't push me over because we can't recognize the individual identity of black people. Woo! When Japanese characters are put out in movies, there's no reason to be told by a country that substitutes Asians such as Chinese and Korean and further discriminates against Asians and neglects hate. Oh! Let me read this again here for the people in the back. When Japanese characters are put out in movies, there is no reason to be told by a country that substitutes Asians such as Chinese and Koreans and further discriminates against Asians and neglects hate. Got you there. Mr. Akagi of Slam Dunk is a gory and not a black male, so the motif is obviously black. Sora, Shinjuku, Shibuya, and developed cities have a mixture of diverse races these days, but even if you live in rural areas, migrants from Asia and South America are there. So there you go. You get more representation from there, but... And, I just remembered, Aowashi has a... Well, folks, go read Aowashi. There's actually a really good storyline, like a little arc about racism in Aowashi, and how it's executed is so good. Marvel and DC could never. Western media could never do a good story like that. I don't know why. Well, it's true that there aren't many dark-skinned characters as a percentage of the characters, but it's crazy. I don't think it's the final answer. Why do people of this kind think that other countries should naturally commit their domestic problems? This is the unconscious discrimination that people who like political correctness sometimes talk about, right? Yes! Oh, do I drink one? Yeah! This deserves a drink too! I should have drank to the other one, the one about the Asian discrimination, but woo! You see why I'm covering shit? I'm gonna cover more stories like this because these are epic roasts and I live. Oh, I'm sorry. Why is it here in Japan? There aren't many black people in Japan. There are many major characters such as manga, and the number of people is double digits. And if it is a stage with a setting similar to Japan itself or Japan, I think that it is rather or close to close to reality, even if there are no black people in those double digits. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is I'm gonna say with Kengan, like a series like the Kengan series or Hachime no Ippo, most of the black characters are from abroad. They aren't Japanese. But you still got your black characters, though, so can't complain. Let's see. Tezuka Osamu wrote several times that he was disappointed when he said, no matter how ugly white people are, but black people are cool. Oh my god. What? Really? He said this? Wow. Watch the black movie Drumline that looks like a marching band. Only one white person will come out. Virgin of the Shadow. Wait. Gory is different from the stone, isn't it? Oh man. Hell that here's both black people, but black people and black people are ugly characters that are stereotyped. Oh my god. Gory didn't notice until I saw the comment. Seriously, when drawing this Spokon manga, if you go to the national convention, black people are likely to come out. It is more realistic to put out various Asian people. But seriously, what is with all this Asian hate going on? Hmm? Ooh! Wow, a sound that emphasizes diversity within the scope of primates. Wow! Why did you draw? You burned Mr. Popo and changed the design, right? I think it means you banned. Damn it. And changed the design, right? Besides, NHK animation was also deleted, and it is unavoidable to avoid making it dark because it is an expression that is difficult to use. There are already many works in which black characters appear. Seeking political consideration for all works is not diversity, but uniform. Oh! This needs to be used in more arguments. There are many. Besides this, there are already many works in which black characters appear. Seeking political consideration for all works is not diversity, but uniformity. He is right. He got you there, bitch. When I was seriously laughing because of the mixture of gory, it was a country where Black Girl was the main character's animation on the state media 30 years ago. I almost forgot Birdman. Birdman, they went to fucking Africa. There's a shit ton of African characters in Birdman. Just remember that. Ooh, someone pointed this out. Certainly there are black people in Japan. I see them about once every 4 to 5 years. You could see more than that in manga, which is definitely true. In the first place, in Japan, there are few chances to see black people, even if they are real and alive. From that point of view, it makes more sense to draw Chinese and Vietnamese. The troublesome thing about these guys is that, as far as I read this, it's not just a matter of increasing the number of black characters. The current anime character knowledge is white. So why is it that all anime characters have white faces? I'm saying that. Well, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? Is that white people are the ones who have white faces? This is discrimination of Japanese. Ooh, but whitewash isn't good. Japanese characters are more Asian and start to fly to other places. This is exactly what happens in overseas games. Ooh, he got you there. Let's read this again. The troublesome thing the troublesome thing about these guys is that, as far as I read this, it's not just a matter of increasing the number of black characters. The current anime character knowledge is white. So why is it that all anime characters have white faces? I'm saying that what's wrong with this? Is it that white people are the ones who have white faces? This is discrimination of Japanese, but whitewash isn't good. Japanese characters are more Asian and start to fly to other places. This is exactly what happens in overseas games. What people need to start saying to these people, to these assholes that are demanding all this shit, is this is cultural appropriation, and you bitch about white people colonizing and all that. You are trying to do the same fucking thing to anime and manga. You doing all this shit is the same exact thing. Leave them alone. Why don't you draw your own shit? You got a pen and paper. What's the excuse not to draw? There's no obligation to draw in the first place. Let's see. Ooh! Gory is out of the question, but I want you to do something about the Gabber judgment that certifies a Japanese Asian character with only dark skin or a character of a race that like that is a black person. That is a huge problem. It is. Because that's what these sheep say, is they say that, like, they'll say someone like Nagatoro is black when she's not. There's a difference between a black character and a Garu, or a black character and just being black and being tan. There's a huge fucking difference. If it's a futuristic story, I feel that it doesn't feel strange or a lot, even if races are mixed. I don't remember seeing it as a sports game, but my ability is outstanding, and I'm likely to lose by becoming a one-man. What the fuck? Everyone's saying draw yourself. Woo! We decide who is black, and the standards vary greatly from time to time. But this is politically correct, so it's normal for you to accept the different standards each time. It's already like this. See. It's true that black people are in their own right for all generations, but it's true that there aren't as many black people as in the West when it comes to the life range of teens often depicted in anime. It's an island country, so it's not like you can walk and move. Yeah. I just mentioned Nagatoro too, but I also have the Gabber that treats brown characters as black people. So honestly, it's troublesome. I know that Nagatoro, a tan girl character, is. Oh God, I am not gonna say that. He's called her the N-word. He called her the N-word. I think he called her the N-word in Japanese. Not gonna say it. You can see it for yourself. Google Translate just. No! I'm not trying white people separately, bald people. Oh my God. If you draw, you will be complained. If you stop drawing, you will be complained at. It's already a stage crash. It basically means that they're gonna, they're talking about the Twitter mobs. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else here. Here we go. The anime route from Japan is to draw the manga that the author wants to draw and go abroad because the animation was received. But it seems that the next blockbuster boy manga is planned to be overpainted with cartoon mystery routes and screenshots. The country where the definition of fan art, the background is the same, so it can be seen in one shot is different. Huh. This is great. While calling out not to draw and stereotype, they draw and stereotype. And while proclaiming whitewashing as discrimination, they tamper with Japanese characters into black people and make excuses that there is no intention of discrimination. Don't bother me too much. Oh my god, be aware that it's strange at the point where you can draw a fictional world with real race ratios. If there is a sexual depiction in a fictional world, it is a sexual crime. So in reality, the authors and readers also crack down and tell them to be sentenced to death. So I wonder if I can talk about it anyway. Oh my god. It's fucking hilarious. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here. There's anything else I want to mention? Even though it's black, there are some people who are really jet black and thinner than the Japanese who got tan, so I guess it can't be helped. It's not that all black people are dark skinned, so I don't think it's a good idea. Everyone's just telling them to draw it yourself. Every time you write an Asian character, do you want to be persistently saying, this is Chinese no matter how you look at it, and Japanese people have this face? After all, even if you say that you are highly conscious, it's a joke about those who can only reach your surroundings. The problem is that it has moved politics and media in a straightforward manner. This is very true. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anything else here that I need to mention. Here's something here. Naturally, there are a few white people in Japan, so there are a few white people in Japanese manga and anime. Characters with names that are Japanese like often appear in fantasy or reincarnate in another world, but the names are not Japanese and the contents are Japanese. Let's see. Ooh, so it went at the root of everything is a complex that there is no single black country in history that has become a developed nation. They really went there. Oh my god. Dude, they're just really going in. To be honest, I don't want to be told by that person I'm superficially putting out black people in order to get rid of deep-seated racism. Japan blacks are at best discriminating against strangers as much as whites, and there will be little discrimination in a racial sense. Oh my god, this is fucking insane. In Japan, well, I didn't know this. In Japan, about 30 years ago, there was a group called the Association to Stop Black Discrimination, which made it difficult to draw black people because of the fact that there was a group that made it difficult to discriminate when black people appeared in fiction. I wonder, there was a dark age that was said to be discrimination by drawing. Woo! But I'm very curious what you guys think of these comments. Dude, the Japanese just went in. They do not tolerate this shit. They think they are right, though. They are right. You are being these people, and it's not just limited to like the people that they're going in on this Twitter thread. That's why I didn't name the fucking the Twitter handles in this thread that they were going in at it. But it's just like this mindset. But that one Japanese person was right. They're just like tweeting in a void. What do you... They don't hear you. You aren't tweeting at Japanese Twitter. You're not. All you're doing is you're being a race baiter. And it ain't doing shit. And also, go read the manga. There's manga and I think there's mama out there that have black characters. You can go read them. And if you don't like them, that's your problem. But the characters are out there, and they are black. But they don't have, but as I said there, or as I said earlier, you are doing the very thing that you accuse white people of doing all the time. And where's that Stop Asian Hate shit? You guys are doing it too. Leave them alone. Akamatsu, I can't wait for you to get into office. Oh Once Akamatsu gets in the fucking office, shit is going to change for the better. It's gonna be better than Elon Musk buying Twitter. For freedom of expression. I hope Elon Musk works with Akamatsu. That'd be fucking boss. But anyways, very curious what you guys think of this roast. Dude, Japanese ain't have no chill. You guys want me to do more of these videos where we see like what Japan says about these mofos? And again, yes, I will not name Twitter handles. I will not include their Twitter handles up in the comments. Or I will not include them in the videos. No, because they're getting enough clout as it is. They're getting enough attention as it is. This is only so I can read the Japanese comments going on because they're hilarious. And they're epic as fuck. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what I'm doing. I want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more anime and manga content. A few ways you can do that. Donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.